just delete some videos now. So they said about clearing cache, but I can't find my recycle bin to delete some videos out of the bin. Anyway, I come back from Tunisia and I had a message. I won't mention her name because I am really good friends with her and I met her on TikTok. Saying, oh, Sash, while you're away, Mrs. Barrel Cakes has done a video of taking the piss out of you with long black hair and lipstick. I said, what? And when I saw it, I found it quite condescending and patronising on what she was saying, because what she was saying wasn't what was happening. She was done a video saying that she never liked me. She only befriended me because of what I was on TikTok. I was like, that's a bit strange. Why has she done that? So I phoned Kerry and asked her what her problem was and why she done these videos. She went, fuck off, fucking talking to. Like proper, like aggressive. I was like, okay. And then I said, oh, you know, I heard you've been going out with Nikki Shearer since I've been away. Yeah, and what's it fucking got to do with you? You fell out with Nikki Shearer. Like, no, I didn't. I didn't fall out with Nikki Shearer. I can't even remember. It's so long ago that something happened with me and Nikki Shearer. I can't even remember what it was because me and Nikki Shearer are really good friends. Like, I love Nikki. Even to this day, I miss her so much. It's unreal. Out of all the people, it's her that I really miss wholeheartedly. And Tony Lee and Joe. But as you know, Joe's passed away. She would have been so happy me getting married. She always said to me, I want you to find your happy ever after, Sash. So Nikki Shearer, I absolutely miss to death, and Tony Lee. The rest of them, I'm not really bothered with. And you're going to call me heartless, but I don't care really for what they've all done. I'm not saying I didn't play a part in it, and I did because I slagged them off, but there you go. That's what us women do. So anyway, so I said to Kerry, don't contact me again. I don't do drama. Leave me alone. So I still can't think why this happened. Sorry, getting a bit emotional about Joe. Anyway, so next thing, all I hear is like she's doing videos of you, she's thinking blah, 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 blah. So for 2 weeks, I was constantly getting caned, taking the piss out of, saying things that I'd never said, and everybody just turned against me, going, you're a fucking bitch. Next thing, people were saying I stole money for the charity. Now, I done a really good deed. There was a girl called Angela, or Angie, who come from Dagenham, who actually put me forward for doing the Haven Hospice charity event. And honestly, them people are amazing in that thing. So I went down there. I couldn't go in because it was COVID. And I got to know the lady, and she was like, how much are you going to raise? I said, probably about 5,000 or 6,000. She was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you. And we built up a bond, and it was lovely. And then we done the charity do, and it was absolutely amazing. So all the girls came, supported me. Me and Ange run it, and it was really, really good. And there was a guy called Steve who was actually from Haven Hospice, and he was there. He brought the buckets down. He brought T-shirts, and it was amazing. And we couldn't dance then, could we? But we did have a cheeky little dance. We got told off by the DJ, but we didn't care. So me and Nemsy, who, as you know, if you followed me from the beginning, was a guy who I used to do Cry to Me When You're Baby. So we used to do dances on lives, and I love Nems. I'm still friends with Nems now. And that was the first time we met. So we done a cheeky little dance. We got told off by the DJs, but we didn't give a shit. Anyway, the night went on so well. We raised so much money. And I got a letter from Haven Hospice. I transferred the money over. And everybody was so happy, going, well done, Sash, like, you know. And then I said, fuck it, let's earn another 1,000 and we'll do a raffle. So we done a raffle on live stream, as you know. And we earned another £1,460, I think it was, or 1,406 or 60. So that was really good. So that got transferred over as well to Haven Hospice, as you've seen, because I've showed the letter so many times. And then all of a sudden, I kept getting this little wind of, you stole the money. I'm like, what? So Steve had the buckets that night, and the girls came back here. So there was no buckets ever entered this house, never. So Steve had already took the buckets, and I texted Steve the next morning and said, like, have you done a count up yet? Blah, blah, how much did we raise? And he was like, oh, I haven't done it yet. So I said, okay. And some of the money, Angela and my friend Mark, who's a life friend, in real life, not TikTok, was sitting at the table counting with Ange because they had a work relationship. They didn't work together, but they worked in the same sector. Anyway, so they were talking, and I walked away and left them and went around collecting the last bits of the money and telling people thank you for your donations and the raffles and what had gone out. And I kept thinking, this is really bad. They're like, why would someone say that? Anyway, so that went on. We went home. We was all pissed. Ruth was with me. And I know Ruth don't like me now, but no buckets entered this house. So Steve, I think there was 4 or 5. I can't be absolutely on ball how many, but I think there was 4 or 5 buckets that the girls had gone round the pub, collected money, and that was it. So all the money went with Steve outside the Sun pub, and it all went with him. I had no handling of the money whatsoever. So the only people that had the handling of the money was Angela and Steve. Boom, done. Everything happy. We're all happy. We're all pissed. We're all celebrating. We've had a good outings on a night out. So then Miss Barrel Cake's saying, oh, she stole the money, la, 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 la. And I was like, where's that coming from? Like, seriously? And then Miss Barrel Cake's got in contact with Fat Freaks. Fat Freaks done a deep dive. Everybody was jumping on the bandwagon. Everyone was slagging me off. And I took it and I said nothing for 2 weeks. As you know, she's bought a black wig, dressed up with me, putting a red lipstick on, calling me all the names under the sun. I was dating. Sorry, that was Richard. Richard, I'll phone you back in a minute. I was dating, and she was contacting people I was dating, telling them, be careful, she's a scammer. I went on a date with a really nice guy who was a rugby player. He was lovely. Rugby player. And while I was in the pub, she'd actually messaged him on Facebook and said, be careful of her, she'll rob your money and all that. And I don't get it because I've always had my own money. And he said, is this you? And I went, yeah, this is me. And he went, oh, okay. So we outed the date and that was it. Off he went, off I went. I didn't really fancy him. He didn't really fancy me. And that was the date. That was it. There was nothing untoward. We didn't have sex like she said we had. And there was nothing else. Oh, Richard's ringing me again. So nothing untoward. He went his way and I went mine. That was it. And what happened then? Oh, so every now and then I'd get like things coming up like, you're a scammer, I fucking hate you, you're a fucking bitch, you robbed off a children's charity, la la la. So I was like, okay, believe what you want. I'm really tough-skinned, really tough-skinned. And that was it really. And as you can tell, for the last 2 years, I've never retaliated. And then 2-3 weeks into this section of like people bullying me, calling me a slag, calling me a fucking thief, doing this, that and the other, I thought, fuck this, I'm going to retaliate. So I was on a live stream one day. And is that going still? Yeah. So I was on a live stream one day and Barrel Cake's come in and went, you're a fucking bitch, la 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 la. Really? Sorry, that's Richard. So I was on a live stream one day and everybody saw she was caning me in that live stream badly. And I said to her, why don't you fuck off and go and piss in a stick? Right. So I never knew. And I promise you in my whole heart, God rest his soul, I never, ever knew that she had cancer, okay? Never, ever told anybody in the group, never told me, never told nothing. And then I went, why don't you go and piss out of a stick? Because she told me that she used the catheter to go to the toilet. So, no, not one of my finest hours. Definitely not. I shouldn't have said it. Completely fucking wrong. But what people didn't see, not using it as an excuse, that she'd actually caned me, caused so much shit. And for 2 weeks, every day was getting phone calls. She put me on Nigerian websites. She can deny it all she likes. Put it on Nigerian websites. I was getting guys ringing me. Oh, my tooth just fell out again. Look, fucking hell. I'm waiting for a dentist appointment. Anyway, so I'd gone on a Nigerian website. I was getting 300, 400, 500 calls a day from men asking me. There's no way it would have come from anywhere else. No way. Not that I'm pointing fingers, because proven before guilty. And that was it, really. And my life become hell at that point. And then everyone ganged up on me. Everyone was calling me a thief and a lying bitch and da-da-da-da. And next video coming up.